Hey, everybody! Hi! I miss you guys! Yay! So happy to be here. Hey, everybody! Yay! Okay, I'm 1 minute late. Oh, hi, Natalie! Hey, everybody! Yay! So glad to be here. I'm 1 minute late because I was writing down everybody's numbers. Hi, guys! I'm so sorry I missed you guys on Friday. I wasn't feeling very good at all. And last night I had a headache, so I decided to wait until I felt better. I just want to be tippy top when I come to see you guys. Hey, everybody. Okay, let me go back here and start by greeting everyone. Oh my gosh, we have a lot of people here already. Yay. All right, we've got Bless Mama D coming in number 1. We've got Sam R. So happy you guys are back again. Love you guys. Judy T. Tammy Gamble's back. Peggy. My bestie, Shirley, she's here. Wait, let me move this down. We got Michaelis. I hope I'm saying that right. So happy you're here. Pat Carlson, Megan, a Taurus girl. I've got Maribel, my beautiful YouTube grandma here, Ginger Bell. We've got Mama Bear, yay! We've got Sam. I said Sam. Okay, let's see. And we've got Natalie. So yay! All the beautiful people are here. Hey, you guys, what do you think about my beautiful crown that my friend made me? Isn't this gorgeous? She is fellow vendor. She makes beautiful like costumes. She makes fairy wings and crowns and stuff. And then she takes people out into the forest and into like the beach, cool places. And she dresses them up in her creations and takes pictures of them. She's very talented. And she made this for me. Isn't it beautiful? So gorgeous. First time I've worn it, but it's kind of fallen off my head. So hopefully it stays. It's heavy, really heavy. So hopefully it doesn't bring my headache back, right? All right, guys. I'm so happy that we're here together today. I missed you guys a whole week. I did actually take the live down. First time I've ever done that from last Tuesday. The reason why I did that is because you guys, that was awful. First of all, I should not have done a live. I should not have done it on a full moon. It's a learning experience for me here as well, but bad idea. Full moon with an eclipse, the energy was nuts. And then I wasn't feeling very good because a couple hours prior to that live is when I was found out that I was dealing with some tick-borne illness. And that was on my mind, and that's all I could think about. So that live was awful, you guys, and I took it down. I feel like I was a bit careless by choosing to read in that energy, and I just want to offer an apology for that, and because I never want to come here without fully being here for you guys. And pardon my language, but I don't want to deliver a half-assed message or a half-assed reading to anyone. That it's almost like I'm mocking myself if I do that. So sorry about last Tuesday's live. It was terrible. But we're going to have a better one today. So Spirit has told me, you guys, that we need to work on some shadow work. I brought in some crystals and some cards and some info from the guides. But before we do that, let's do a prayer. Okay, let's just do a prayer and seal our circle here. Make sure that we're nice and safe. I'm going to use a chakra sage today because we're going to be dealing with some chakra stuff. And I'm calling in the guides and protectors, angels, ancestors of the love and light only. Asking for a connection to the God source energy, asking for you to extend that connection out, bring us all on the same vibe here. Everyone here connects on the same vibe. We're all going to connect together collaboratively to the God source energy. And then I'm asking for the guides to place an angelic protection around that connection that we're all making collaboratively. Place angelic protection around that so that we don't get any intruder spirits or interfering energy come in and cause chaos or havoc or confusion. We are divinely protected and safe within the God source energy. So be it, and so it is. Blessings to all of you out there, you guys. Okay. Let's just start with the root chakra. Why not? Right? Because we all have blockages in the root chakra. If you're a human being, you're dealing with root chakra stuff right now. Okay. So I only brought in one crystal today. Of course, I always amplify it with the quartz, but I only brought in one, because I think we need to start with the root, okay? The root chakra. So let's pull out our chunks of carnelian, agate, carnelian, red crystals. Let's start pulling out our red crystals and meditating with those for the next few days. As the message I'm getting with the guides, the root chakra. We need to start with the root chakra. I think there's lots of blockages. I'm seeing it. There's lots of blockages for a lot of us who I'm connecting with right here, right now. Us right here in this group. I'm seeing lots of blockages in the chakras. They all stem from the root. We all need to start at the bottom because we can't clear the higher energy centers if there's a blockage in the root. So what's causing the blockage in the root? This is what Spirit's been telling me for a few days, and this is what Spirit told me to bring to this live today. Shadow work. We are all avoiding shadow work. So like we all want to grow and evolve and awaken our senses and start using our abilities and everything, right? And come into our own. But we're holding our own selves back because we want to skip over the shadow work and be like, okay, I know it's there, but I want to go here. Like the human brain, our ego part of our brain wants to do what it wants to do, right? So a lot of us are skipping over important, vital little things that we need to deal with in order to move forward. And that's what Spirit's been telling me. So I brought in this really cool deck of cards called the Shadow Work Guide cards that I grabbed for this live, for us, for our group, because of this. So that we could see what we can find out about ourselves, right? All right. Everybody, looks like everybody's got their numbers, but just in case you don't, go ahead and toss in your number between 1 and 100. Ooh, we got 22 in the chat. That's an angel number. Don't forget to like. I always forget to say that, but I'm looking at it, so it's reminding me. Don't forget to do the like thing. And put your numbers in between 1 and 100 so I can get your message to you, that whatever your guide wants you to work on. I just have a feeling that we all need to hear about something today, though. It's weird. Like I almost feel like I should just start at the top of the list and of who's here right now instead of pulling numbers today, and just pull for everyone. Like that's how I'm feeling. Like it almost feels like there's not a selection process today. It's like for all of us. But at the same time, it doesn't feel like that one single message is enough. Like we'll cover us all. Like we all have. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna go with this. Hey, I'm just gonna go with this. Let me go back up to the top of the list here. Okay, I'm following my gut right now. So I'm leading by example. The first person at the top of the list is Blessed Mama D. Mama D, let's identify what the shadow work is you need to be prioritizing right now. Yeah. Okay. I'm getting like warm, fuzzy feelings. Like this is exactly what I'm supposed to be doing here. Okay, what do I need to share with Blessed Mama D and her shadow work? What does she need to prioritize? Focus on, prioritize right now. Ah! Don't fall off my head, crown. I gotta bend over. It's gonna fall. Okay, I got it. I almost dropped it again. Ooh, this is interesting, Mama D. Wow. Okay, so your card that comes out says that you need to explore power dynamics within the relationships in your life. So it's saying that you have relationships and your people in your life who are disempowering you, or this could be taking advantage of you. But it says, in which relationships do you feel disempowered and why? Okay, so I grabbed this beautiful white. I wanted a white deck today for some reason. White Ethereal Visions Tarot. And let's get just a little bit of more information for you, Mama D. Okay, so what advice can we give Mama D, spirit guides, on these relationships? I feel like maybe some using going on, some taking advantage of, or some putting other people ahead of yourself. Okay. Okay. Thank you, spirit guides. Okay. In order for this to make sense, I have to explain something about myself. That what they just showed me was an individual in my life, in my past, who was a family member, a cousin. We were close growing up. I looked up to her a lot. I always wanted to be like her. She was like a year older than me. And I always thought she was pretty and funny, and she had a lot of friends. I always wanted to be like her. When she started, I got old enough to like be invited to her group, into her friends, and into her life or her social group. She found a lot of joy off belittling me in front of other people. So she would make fun of me, she would tease me, she would call me names, and just have a grand old time doing it, and all in fun, right? It was horrible. I felt this big, but at the same time, I wasn't being included. So I was being included. So I liked I was being included. That was my goal, but I was disempowered within that inclusion. Does that make sense? They're bringing her to my awareness for you, Mama D. So I don't know if you have a relative or an individual in your life who's doing this to you, who appears to be something to everybody else for you. That's kind of not what they are. So that's what's being pointed out. Okay. Let's go to the integration. So this comes in two parts. It comes with identifying the issue and then integrating. These are the integration cards. So these give advice on maybe which way to go as far as working with this shadow work. Okay. So let's see what they say as far as integrating, what needs to be integrated. Yeah, there came a day when it was no longer my desire. I guess my guides opened my eyes up to the situation, and I realized, because when I was in the situation, I couldn't see it for what it was. I just remember feeling really low about myself every time I would be around her and her friends. I thought, everyone was laughing and joking. I thought I was just part of the fun. I didn't realize I was the butt of the joke until I realized. And then when I realized, I was like, oh, hell no. Yeah. Okay. For integration for you, Mama D, it says, how can acknowledging your achievements, no matter how small, boost your motivation and self-esteem? So maybe you're not being acknowledged for the things that you do enough. That's what's coming through. So the shadow work there is that you're not owning your own power. Within certain situations, you're letting other people take your power away. This is causing a blockage in the root. That needs to be, so you need to call in your power, bring your power back, cut off ties from these individuals who are doing this to you. They're energy vampires. They're energy vampires. Cut them off, get them out. That doesn't mean sever ties completely. It just means put some boundaries around them, limit your interaction with them, take your power back. All right. And I'll give you an ending message here from the star seeds, and then I'm going to move on because I want to do this for everyone today. So I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to use my thing. Your message: gratitude. Universal love shines through the miracles in life all around you. You deserve more gratitude than what you're getting, Mama D. Okay. Demand your gratitude. You deserve it. All right. Okay. Let's go to the next one. I hope that helps you, sweetheart. The next one, Sam R. Here I had you guys pulling numbers for no reason because I'm not going to do numbers today. Sam R. Spirit guides, what does Sam R need to know within her shadow work? What can I tell Sam R within her shadow work? I didn't even use these. What can I tell Sam R within her shadow work? Please, what can I share with Sam R, Spirit guides? What does she need to prioritize? Oh, Gizmo was there. He jumped up and ran. Oh, okay. Sam, it says revisiting childhood influences. How have your childhood experiences and upbringing influenced your current behaviors and beliefs? Sam, this is program thinking. This is somebody who placed some kind of expectations upon you. Weird. Revisiting childhood influences reminds me of the story I just told about my cousin. But it almost connects to you as well, Sam. Like this is happening for you as well, Sam. There's somebody in your life that's taking advantage of you, that's from your childhood and has done this to you your whole life. I almost want to say a sibling. Somebody who, and you care so much about what this person thinks or feels, and they know this, and they know that they can easily, just because it's always been that way, right? Because I'm saying that. Yeah, they can easily get you to do what they want them to do. And this disempowers you. But this is all the way from childhood. So this is for you. This is your blockage. This is your blockage. This is an individual in your life that you are people pleasing for, or that can manipulate you, can get you to do not whatever they want you to do, but they pretty much can get you to do. You're easy for this person to manipulate. they're holding you back. They're disempowering you. They're influencing you. And they've done this since childhood. They're judging you. Okay. Thank you, spirit guides. They're holding your spiritual health, spiritual growth back. Okay. Thank you, spirit guides. Somebody's trying to make you feel bad about yourself and wanting to discover yourself from within. Somebody trying to discourage you. That's coming through. Yes. So I don't know who's trying to discourage you. This is somebody you've known a really long time, and you care about what they think about you enough that it's put a little bit of a blockage within your root. Yes. Okay. Spirit guides, what can we share with Sam regarding this? What can we tell Sam? What advice can we give her? What does she do in this situation? How does she deal with this? Ooh, we got the 7 of Swords in reverse. Stop letting them steal your energy. That's what they're saying. Stop letting this person steal your energy. I want to say ideas. Steal your ideas. I don't know what that means. You'll probably know what that means. But they're saying taking your ideas, stealing your energy. This is an energy vampire. That's what. So in upright, the 7 of Swords is the liar, the thief, the one that steals in the night. Came in reverse, meaning that they're taking your energy. Your energy is being taken. They're stealing your energy. It takes a lot of your energy to maintain a relationship with this individual that keeps this individual happy. You're overly worried about what they're going to say about you or think about you or feel about you. And it's something that's happened over time. You've been conditioned to feel this way. Like if you were to if this person was to walk upon you in life right now, you wouldn't really care that much how they feel about you. But it's because it's been over a period of time, a long period of time, that you've invested care. I care. Like it, that it has become way more than it is. And so hopefully that helps. Am I good, spirit guides? All right, let's look at these integration cards and see what we get here. Seeing crafting or some kind of crafting or sewing, some kind of sewing or crafting or sewing of some kind. Sewing, making something, sewing something I'm seeing. It's coming to my awareness. I don't know what that means. Maybe you will. Okay, let's see. Perfect. Okay, sweetheart. So this is what it says. In order to clear up this blockage that this individual, well, you have allowed this individual basically over time to kind of control your thoughts and your feelings and the things that you do just because you care so much about what they're going to think. It says integrate new habits. It says, what new habits would you like to develop that will align with your growth goals? And how can you begin? So that's what you need to start working on in your shadow work. Developing new habits. And in that the way we think, or the way our mind goes, the way our cycles of thought goes, we can habitually get stuck in thought warp. I don't even know the right words for it. What I'm feeling like is there needs to be some new thought processes established and like a shedding away of the old cares. I don't know how to put that. Like it still matters how this person feels about you and that this person loves you and that this person is in your life, but maybe not to such a high degree. Like it's okay if they don't agree with everything you do. Let that be a new thing for you. Let it be okay for there to be big differences between you and this person, because it feels like this person might compare themselves to you a lot. Like you got to be more like me, or why are you like this? I'm like this. Why are you do that? I do this. And it makes you feel like you have to be like this person. Maybe I think what Spirit's showing me is embrace the differences and really make a big deal out of the differences. Make the differences a thing. Okay. Let me get you an ending starseed message. Okay. What is an ending starseed message for Sam today? I've never got this one before. Blue star, follow the light of your inner compass. The blue star, it will lead you to the truth that resides within your soul. That's beautiful. I love that one. That's the first time I've ever pulled that one. Okay, Miss Sam, I hope that helps. I am not seeing any feedback because I'm at the top of my thing here so that I can get to people. I'm just going down the list. I will catch up with your feedback in a minute. I'm going to Judy next. Okay. Spirit guides for Miss Judy T. What is the shadow work she needs to focus on in this here now moment for her soul growth? What does Judy T need to focus on? Spirit guides, allow me to share. Open and receptive to receive for Miss Judy. What she need to focus on, prioritize right now? Oh, okay. All right, sister. It says you need to address inner loneliness. It says, when do you feel the most alone, even perhaps in the company of others? And what does this suggest about your emotional needs? Okay, so let's ask a little further in tarot. Okay, energetically. Judy, you feel yourself changing. You feel yourself evolving, changing. But you feel like in a room full of people, you're like the only one. Nobody else around you is experiencing the same thing you are. You feel that really energetically fits for you. Like you have a beautiful circle of support. You have a wonderful family, and like the people in your life really love you. But even within that, it's like you kind of feel like you're making changes and others aren't. Like you're growing spiritually, you're ascending. But you just feel like life is kind of going on around you and you're the only one doing this. That's kind of the energy I'm feeling. So that's what I'm picking up. So Spirit says this causes you some inner loneliness. So there's some stuff that Judy needs to satisfy some emotional needs is what's being pointed out here. So what can we suggest? Ooh, we got 5 of Wands in reverse. So this would be conflicts. This would be inner conflicts. I'm feeling inner conflicts. There's some inner conflict for you, sweetheart. Maybe you have a hard time. Do you have a hard time reaching out to people and asking for emotional support? Because it feels that way. It feels like you're like a tug of war in the energy, like a tug of war. Like, do I open up and share this? Do I ask this advice? Do I go there? Do I even want to know this? But yeah, I do. But do I not? Like that kind of a feeling. Really questioning. Yeah, I feel like questioning this feeling of like your energy. I can feel it in my energy. I can feel like this pulling feeling, like I'm being pulled. Like that's weird. Inner turmoil, definitely. Okay, what advice can we give Miss Judy for this inner turmoil? Wow, this 5 of Cups. This is loneliness. This is feeling lonely. This is feeling left out. This is feeling isolated. This is feeling like nobody understands. Okay. So what kind of integration needs to take place for Judy to address a deep loneliness that is causing a blockage in her root chakra? Okay. What does Judy need to integrate? You being here in this group my guides just told me that you being right here in this group is actually very good for you. It is a start and it's actually very good for you. That's what I'm seeing. New relationships, new connections with like-minded individuals that you feel comfortable sharing yourself. Whoever you're energetically drawn to. Thank you, Spirit Guides. Okay. I don't know if you're feeling energetic draw to someone in specific or if it's just maybe this group, but I'm feeling like maybe you need to be paying closer attention to that pull you feel towards people. If you don't feel that pull, maybe it's not the right person to combine your energy with. Be really picky who you're sharing your energy with right now. Absolutely. Wow. It says building resilience to change. What strategies can you develop to become more resilient to life's inevitable changes? So that's addressing loneliness. Are you newly single? Are you newly alone? Has somebody left your life? Okay. Realizing that if even though they're not there anymore, they're still there. Looking at it in a different way. Okay, thank you, spirit guides. Your guides are saying there's a thought process that you have that keeps you lonely, feeling lonely inside, or keeps you remembering your loneliness, or bringing it back to the surface, or there's something, there's a thought process, there's something in your life that triggers this thought process. I'm not exactly sure what it is. It could be so many things, but there's a triggering happening that brings you back down into it, reminds you of this loneliness. I'm alone now, or I'm alone in this situation. So I don't know if alone is like specifically like completely alone, like you're singular alone and all alone, or if you are alone in your journey, in your healing journey is what you're feeling. But it needs to be, the strategy of how you cope with that needs to be addressed. There needs to be some kind of changes made in that. Okay. That's the advice we're getting, but I still don't feel like I've got the full message. Okay, I'm just going to ask for one more card, spirit guides. How can she change the way she thinks about it, or what more can I share? Oh, wow. Okay, so we got 5. This is 3 5s in a row, okay? We got 5 of swords in reverse. That's putting your sword down. That's saying I'm done. I'm done fighting this battle. I'm not giving it any more energy. Walking away. That's what 5 of swords in reverse is. Okay, putting down your sword and walking away. So maybe there's some inner turmoil or some inner conflicts that you need to just cut ties with. That's really what I'm feeling. So to address the loneliness inside, which is causing a root chakra blockage for you, probably a heart chakra blockage. And if this loneliness is derived from like losing a partner or something like that, that could be a solar plexus chakra, blockage as well. But I do feel like maybe this group reaching out to some new individuals, looking for a support system that you feel very energetically drawn to, you are in the right direction. So it just does feel like a reiteration. I think that you are aware of all of this, Judy, and you know that, and that's why you're here. Just know that you are welcome here. We love each other here. We're here to support each other always. You're not alone, okay? You're not alone. Nobody is ever alone. Remember to talk to your guides. Remember, your guides are always there, always. Like they're here with us. They're right here with us. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding, okay? And you're never alone. All right. What starseed message can I share real quickly with her? Awesome. Okay. Wisdom. See your adversaries as opportunities to expand your spiritual light. I love that. So those people out there who are making you doubt yourself, this is for everyone. I'm just going to say this for everyone. Those people out there who are making you doubt yourself through the ascension process, yeah, let them go. Let them go, because we are so full of light right now. Here's the thing. This is another thing spirit guides have been telling me lately, is because the veil ascending and us light workers out here are filling with light, because we're ascending and we're evolving our soul, right? So like we're filling with light. It's going to manifest in our physical human 3D self as ascension symptoms, as physical illnesses, as mental illnesses, as loneliness, fear, anger, depression, anxiety, and then physical stuff too that comes with it. This is because our human 3D dense bodies are struggling holding all of this light, you guys. I'll pick that fight any day. I'll pick that struggle any day. Bring it on. Give me the light. Give me all the light. Right? Okay. All right. I hope that helps you, Miss Judy T, in some way. I hope there was some useful information there. Still, I cannot see the feedback because I'm at the top of my list here, but I'm going to move along. I'm going to go to Tammy. I'm just going to do as many as I can, you guys, because now like the chat's filling up. Okay, spirit guides, what do I need to share with Miss Tammy? Miss Tammy, I hear childhood giggling. As soon as I said your name, I heard like a little kid giggle. Okay. A little girl laughter. It's girl. That sounds like a girl laughter. All right. What does Tammy need to work on within her shadow aspect, spirit guides? Do you have kids around you right now? Okay. Here we go. Ooh. Interesting. Miss Tammy, it says uncovering hidden desires. What desires do you suppress or deny because you believe they are unacceptable? So, what are you holding back from yourself? Because that's what you guys are saying. The blockage is that you're not necessarily willing to accept, or there's something being suppressed about yourself. And I want to say it is abilities. It is like abilities. Like I feel like that you have in your pre-life, like your soul contract, you did plan to have some access to some of your abilities, but there has to be an alignment first. So it may be just brimming under the surface. You may know this on a subconscious level. Maybe you're afraid that people will be too judgmental, or they won't believe you, or that you'll be called crazy. Thank you, spirit guides. That's what it is. Okay. So Miss Tammy, are you saying 111, 222, 1234? I'm seeing these things. Are you having a lot of synchronistic stuff happening right now? It feels like some abilities are waking up for you right now, but you're afraid of them. And you're kind of like in denial of them. And it's not because you don't want it to happen. It's because you're afraid of what other people are going to say or think. And it won't be acceptable within your circle. Okay, that's what's coming through for you. So self-acceptance, big time. Embrace. I'm hearing embrace the change. Embrace. Okay. Okay, so let's look at the integration cards. How does she integrate change for this? Oh, geez. Well, I'm not going to take all those. We'll just take the first one that hit the ground. Ha! Awesome. Integrating new habits came out for you too. What new habits would you like to develop that align with your growth goals? And how can you begin? New habits. If I was you, I'd start, if you don't do it already, I would start journaling, meditating, let people see you do it, and start talking to your guides out loud right in front of people. Okay? That's what I would do if I was you. These are the new habits. Oh, crap. Sorry. My computer needs to be plugged in. I'm going to have to pause you guys for a second, or hold on a second. Oh, darn it. Sorry, guys. Ah! Look at my crown's falling off. Okay. Did I get it? Sorry, guys. My crown, I bent over, my crown fell off. Okay, I'm so sorry for the interruption. I should have plugged my computer in before I started. It is what it is, you guys. There's no, yeah, I'm completely clear. Or what you see is what you see. I'm transparent here on this channel. Okay. So, Miss Judy, I do feel like there does need to be some new. If I was you, I would just start being fully 100% yourself in front of everybody. Remove the filters. Allow that part of yourself to be born, because it's time for you. Yeah, it doesn't matter what other people think about you. It's not their journey. It's yours. They will, if they're meant to remain in your pathway, because this is what I'm saying. I'm saying, okay, so if they're meant to remain in your pathway, if they still align with you vibrationally, they'll stick around. They won't judge you. They'll love you through it. And they will change with you. If you're worried about how you're going to be treated, or if it's going to be accepted by people, if there's others out there that will not accept you for who and what you are fully, like your whole divinity, they're not supposed to be here. Okay. You need to let them, release them with love and let them go find where they're supposed to be. Yeah. Okay. Let me give you an end. Yeah. You're ready. You're ready to receive some of your abilities. You're ready to receive some of that divinity. Not necessarily receive it, but just utilize it, access it. Receive was the wrong word. It's already there. You just got to access it. And you're being told to celebrate, because it is a reason to celebrate. It's gaining access to our abilities. Can you imagine what bigger reason is there to celebrate? Our divinity? It says, celebrate your achievements. You truly are a gift to the universe. Yes, girl. Take a hold of your abilities. Take them, use them. It's there for you, and you planned it out that way yourself. Okay. All right, my friend. I hope that helps. Okay. I'm sorry. That was for Tammy. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Did I say? I think I said Judy. I think I said Judy's name. I'm so sorry. Sorry. Okay. I'm going to get lost in this. It's going to get overwhelming because now I've got 32. Let's see. Who's next here in line? Peggy. Miss Peggy. Peggy. Miss Peggy. Okay. Spirit guides. What message can I deliver for Miss Peggy? What shadow work does she need to work on? Okay. Oh, Miss Peggy. All right. So yours says that you need to explore grief and loss. It says, what losses have deeply affected you, and how can acknowledging this grief aid your healing process? So I guess maybe you're still mourning the loss of somebody, mourning the loss of an individual, or it doesn't even have to be an individual. It could be, because what I'm seeing is like phases, like mourning the loss of like this phase in your life, or like, oh my gosh. If I had to describe what I'm seeing, I would say like mourning the loss of like no longer being like a hands-on mom, like not having as much time with my children, or not having them around as much, or not being able to guide, like feel like I'm guiding them, or feeling like my purpose here has changed, and now I'm not quite sure what I'm supposed to be doing, and feeling like grieving the loss of at one point feeling like I really knew who and what I was, and now I really kind of don't, because I've moved beyond that stage in life, and now I'm like grieving the loss of that. Can I be happy this way is the feeling I'm picking up on. Okay. All right. So this may be causing a blockage for you, sweetheart, that and I'm feeling embrace the new phase, embrace this new level, because you had to complete that. So look back, instead of grieving the loss of, thank you, spirit guides. Okay. Instead of grieving the loss of that happy, wonderful time in your life that brought you so much joy, and now you feel like it's gone and you'll never get it back, look back at it and think, dang, that was a win. That was such a win. Now watch me smash this phase in my life and make a win out of it. That's coming through. Okay. Look back, look at it differently. Look at it as a win rather than a loss. Thank you, spirit guides. Okay. How can she integrate some healing with this? Yes. Makes absolute sense. Sorry. It says embracing change. How can accepting and embracing change lead to personal transformation? That makes so much sense for you, sweetheart. It does, Peggy. Okay, let me grab you a starseed message to leave with. It says inner worlds. Your external world is a reflection of your inner world. All right. I hope that helps some, Miss Peggy. Let's move forward. I'm hearing little kids, like little kid giggles. So I'm curious if there's somebody in here who's connected here has little kids around them right now. Little kids playing and having fun. Okay, so the next one we're going to go down the line here is my bestie, Miss Shirley. Okay, spirit guides. I work with Miss Shirley on her shadow work all the time. We were doing that this morning. Oh, bestie. Okay. Spirit guides, what do I need to share with Shirley? What does she need to focus on within her shadow work? Oh my God, bestie. This is so perfect for you. The guides can be so funny. Okay, bestie. I've always been perfectly honest with you. It says you need to analyze your overreactions. It says, what triggers your overreactions and what might these responses be protecting you from facing? Can you believe I just pulled that card? Stop letting what is happening to everyone around you affect you so much. Stop stressing out over other people's stuff. Stop taking it in and making it your own. You're going to kill yourself if you keep getting so stressed out and letting it overtake you and putting you in these horrible anxiety attacks, these panic attacks where you can't even breathe because you're worried about something that hasn't even happened yet that could potentially happen. Or somebody else, you're more worried about someone else's problem than they are. You're so stressed out about jumping ahead of all the people you love and fixing any potential problems that might come their way before they ever happen that you put yourself in this energy of just constant overreaction, right? So that's perfect for you, bestie. Absolutely perfect. Okay. I don't think a better message could have come out for you. You know this. We were just talking about this. Okay. How can she integrate change, spirit guides? Okay. This works too. Learning from failure. It says, reflect on a recent failure. What lessons can you extract to foster resilience and growth? I know what it is. I know what it is. This is something you say to me every single day. She won't listen to me. She won't. I'm failing. I don't know what I did wrong. I didn't raise them this way. They won't listen to me. They won't do what I tell them. And it feels like you've failed. Well, you didn't fail. You're just done. You're done. That part of your life is done. You did everything and that you could from your heart. You did a damn good job. You did a fantastic job. You have a beautiful, beautiful, fully functional child as a result of your parenting. She's not you though. So she's going to do things that you wouldn't do. And she's going to make mistakes. That she has to. She has to make those mistakes in order to grow. If you go and fix them all before they happen, you're taking away from her opportunities to grow. So that's your advice from your guides, is to stop taking on stress, everybody else's stresses. Allow people to deal with their own problems and crises, and stop trying to fix everything for everybody. Mama Bear. Talk about Mama Bear. Mama Bear here in the chat. Mama Bear, that's actually my nickname for my bestie within our group of friends and family. She's the Mama Bear. She wants to take care of everybody. And the problem is she can't fix everybody. So when she can't fix somebody or get somebody to follow her advice, knowing that it's the best thing for them, she feels like she's failing. So it's not a failure. It's just that you're done. So, all right, let me get you an ending message, starseed message, bestie. That's perfect for you, bestie. And again, it feels like your guides are reiterating. You did a fantastic job. You worked your guts out. You were completely self-sacrificing. You did everything right. You guided her. You did. I'm hearing, I didn't raise her this way. When you say that, it's not about how you raised her, because she is a grown woman and she will make decisions on her own as a grown person. And that has no reflection of how you raised her. That's what your guides are wanting to say to you. Okay. What is an ending message? I can give. Yes. I say this about your daughter all the time. Free spirit. Okay. Somebody who needs to learn all their lessons the hard way, because she's a free spirit and that's what she came here to do. Confirmation. All right. Love you, bestie. Okay. I'm going to move on. I really want to try to get to everybody if I can. Let's see. Okay. Next we have Michaelis. Okay, Michaelis. Here, guys, what can I share with Michaelis for shadow work? What can I share for Michaelis for shadow work today? I wonder if this is a collaborative thing for us. This is the second time this has come out. I'm what, 5 readings in? 4? Addressing inner loneliness. Michaelis. Feeling alone. I think a lot of us are feeling alone in our ascension. This is the same type of energy coming out for you. Feeling alone. Like am I the only one in the room that's actually changing? Am I the only one experiencing this? This is what I'm feeling for you now. So some changing happening for you, but you're holding your own self back because you don't see anyone else around you changing as well. So it makes you feel like there's something wrong with what's happening to you. Okay. No, don't stop worrying about the people around you. Embrace the loneliness. Okay. That's what your guys are saying. Actually, for you, embrace that loneliness. Oh, apparently you came here for this. You came here. One of the biggest reasons you came here was for the singular experience of being disconnected from the God source energy. So you came here to experience the singular experience. It may be very overwhelming for you, like more than what you were expecting. Why is this thing telling me my battery's still low? I just plugged it in. Sorry, guys. It's telling me my battery's running low, but I plugged it in. Close. That is so weird. Why is it doing that? Sorry, guys. I might have to take this thing off the head. Hang with me, guys. I just got to find a different plug-in. Ha! There we go. I did it, guys. Sorry. Thank you for your patience. This thing's like wanting to fall off my head. All right. I am back. Sorry, Michaelis. I couldn't, I had to plug my thing in or it was just going to hang up on everyone. Okay. Let me just reconnect to that energy. So you guys, okay. Even I feel lonely, right? I'm surrounded by my guides, my protectors, my angels, my ancestors, my people, my friends, my family. But there are times when even I feel lonely inside, like nobody understands me. It's human to feel that way. It's hard because we are souls inside of a body. And before we come here, we are all one. So to come here and experience what it's like to lose that connection is not what some souls expect it to be. And some souls really struggle with it. And then we will find our place in life and we'll find our group and here we come here and we figure out how to adapt and acclimate and deal with that singular experience. And then comes the ascension. So now all these people that we've acclimated to, we're changing, right? In front of our faces, we're changing and we're different from them again. And as we ascend and as we wake up to our divinity, we re-pull in that loneliness, kind of resurfaces that singularity feeling. I do feel like this puts a lot of blockages in the chakras. I think pretty much all of us on some level deal with an inner loneliness that comes with just simply being here. Okay. For some of us, it may just be a lot deeper than others. I feel this for you, McCullis. I feel like an inner longing to return, to go home. And it's deep within you. So for you, I'm being pulled to suggest for you to really lean on your guides. Really lean in on your guides. Ask them. I mean, and I pick up, I feel like you believe in them and you're aware that they're there, but you don't utilize them nearly as much as you should. It may be a new concept for you that your guides are actually there and listening. Lean into that. Okay. That's what your guides are. Hey, we're here. You're not alone. You're not alone. We're here. We're here for this so that we can get you through these moments. Okay. Really talk to your guides. Really, really talk to them and listen. All right. What else can we share as far as integrating healing for her? A lot of us are dealing with this deep loneliness. Oops. Wow. That's crazy. How can you integrate? It says building resilience to change. It says, what strategies can you develop to become more resilient to life's changes? So yeah, I do feel like there's some changes happening for you, McCullis, that are waking up your divinity. I feel like you came here with a base loneliness anyway, or you came here with a purpose of experiencing singularity, but it's way overwhelming to your spirit. The loneliness is way overwhelming to your spirit. I do feel like you have adjusted as you have adjusted, but it feels like it's resurfacing. For me, the only thing I could think of why it's resurfacing is because you're undergoing some big changes, and the changes are bringing that back up, making you feel like you're the only one around you that's changing, and so now you're lonely again. So resilience to change. You need to be more malleable. You need to speak to your guides for sure. That's coming through. They're waiting. All right, let me get you an ending message from the starseed. Inner worlds. Your external world is a reflection of your inner world. Okay. So if you're feeling lonely on the inside, if you're feeling disconnected and lonely on the inside, and you can't build a resilience to that or embrace that, to me, resilience and embracing something is basically the same energy. You can't figure a way to do that. Work within doing that. That's what you need to work towards in your shadow work, is embracing being alone. Embracing being alone. Thank you, spirit guides. And building a resilience to that. And meditate. Sorry. I just got a message with the inner worlds. This is a meditation. Meditate. You will find yourself as well as the God source energy, your guides, your protectors, the people that are your team, your spiritual team. You will find them in meditation. It's almost like going to a party. If you can work with meditation, practice until you get good at it, go into meditation to go hang out with your guides, your protectors, the angels, ancestors, go into meditation to hang out with your higher self. I have a feeling like that loneliness is going to subside. I really do. And you're going to find a way to embrace it in a different way. Instead of being, oh, I'm happy to be alone, you're going to be like, oh, I'm going to go meditate and be alone, like that. Okay. All right. I hope that helps you, darling. I'm going to move on. Next is Miss Pat Carlson. Miss Pat Carlson. What does Miss Pat Carlson need to work with in her shadow work today? Oh, okay. It says addressing projection. It says, how might you be projecting your unresolved issues onto others? Okay, so what this brings to mind is a need to be accepted, a need to be understood, a need for people to not only like you, but like be all on board. everything you do. Like, so it may cause you issues if, okay, this is what I'm saying. I'm saying you want to do this and you want to do that, and you want, like, you have a desire to do this, and this is interesting to you and you'd like to explore this, but you can't because other people might think funny of you, or they might think that's out of character and question why you're doing it. They might think something funny of you. You just don't want people to think that you're coming from, okay, what am I seeing here? Hold on one second. Oh, okay. Taking your frustrations out on others, some kind of anger or frustration or depression or sadness or a low vibrational feeling, maybe even inadvertently taking it out on others. Like when you're stressed out and you're in a bad mood or you're having a hardship, maybe that's reflecting in the way you're treating other people or interacting with other people. That's what I'm saying. Okay. So allowing your moods to affect okay. Thank you, spirit guides. All right. So what I'm being shown is that maybe there is a situation, some shadow work that needs to be dealt with where you are emotionally, whatever is emotionally affecting you is putting you into a funk. Maybe that's causing you to take it out on the people around you. So that's what's being pointed out, to be careful about how much your inner energy, your thought processes, your feelings, your emotions, how much are they influencing how you treat the people around you? Now I just feel like I'm repeating myself. Okay, what can she integrate into this healing process, spirit guides? Oh, okay, it says cultivating creativity. How can engaging in creative activities help you process and integrate your emotions? So remember, I was saying, I feel like maybe sometimes your emotions may overtake you and it may put you into a funk. And then either you isolate and you don't talk to people, you don't interact with people, you don't, or you become like antisocial, or when you are around them, you're kind of in a bad mood and like Debbie Downer or like that. Okay. So maybe okay, engaging in creative activities, getting your mind off of it. Yeah, group activities. Like what I'm seeing is crafting. What I'm seeing is like doing crafts or doing like group activities. So there's an elevation of the energy, an elevation of the vibration. So you may bring these emotions to the table, but at the table, you can leave them at the table, and from there you can use creativity to bring the vibration up. So I don't know if you're a crafter, if you're somebody who does like yoga classes, or I just joined water Zumba. It's so much fun. I don't know, but it feels like you need to start letting your creative juices flow. But what needs to be addressed is how much you're allowing your emotions and your moods to direct how you treat the people around you. So and I'm not trying to say that, you're just a horrible person and you're just mean to everyone. I mean, that doesn't necessarily what I'm trying to say, but what I am trying to say is, your vibration can be real low. When you come around someone else, it will pull their vibration down too, not intentionally, but that's what happens. So there needs to be a redirection of the energy when that happens to a more positive thing. Creativity, getting together and creating something, co-creating together is going to pull the vibration up. Okay, thank you, spirit guides. Let me grab you an ending message. Release. Yours says release. Release anything that's keeping you from your path of authenticity. I feel like that'll help you as far as a chakra. There's a blockage in your chakra that has to do with something that you're holding on to. Yes, definitely. Like I can't let go of this, and it makes me so depressed and so anxious and so sad, and the people that get around me become anxious and depressed and sad. So now nobody wants to come around me anymore. And what can I do to fix this? This is, creativity, art groups, music groups, dance groups, online groups, game groups, something. Engage in something like that to raise your vibration and to pull yourself out of that funk, because that blockage will stay there as long as you let it. So, all right, let's move forward, guys. Let's go next. We've got Megan. I hope that helps, Pat. Megan Mack. Okay, Miss Megan Mack. What does Miss Megan Mack need to work on with her shadow work today? Now, if you guys have left, once I get to your name, if you're not here anymore, hopefully you'll come back on the replay and get your reading. This is different than a normal live because I'm not pulling numbers today. So let me see. Megan Mack. Ooh, Megan. It says, understanding procrastination. Why do you procrastinate? And what underlying emotions are linked to this behavior? I'm going to go to the tarot for that one. All right. So Spirit says Megan has a tendency to procrastinate. Definitely a blockage. Procrastination itself is a blockage. Okay. It could be the full-on blockage for you. Procrastination itself is a major blockage. This is when we feel frozen and don't know where to go, so we don't do nothing. Put something aside. Oh, I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow, and then you never get to it. Wait a minute. I just seen it. Ooh, King of Wands. This is courage. This is taking courage. This is leadership. Taking your power. This is very powerful individual, a leader, courage, very charming. Okay, so maybe a leadership role, something courageous, doing something courageous. I wonder if you're holding yourself back from making a major life-changing decision that takes a lot of courage, that maybe puts you into a leadership role, maybe procrastinating on making that forward motion. That's what's coming out in the cards. But definitely procrastination is a huge blockage that lands in the root. Absolutely, for a lot of people. There's just so much to do in a day, and we can easily feel overwhelmed, and we can easily put things to the side, and we can easily, I don't know about you, but sometimes I feel so overwhelmed by everything there is to do in my life, especially when I was raising my kids and working 2-3 jobs and trying to pay all the bills, and I was a single parent. Yeah, there was a lot of stuff I procrastinated on back then. I'm hearing prioritize. That's the main thing that's coming through, is prioritize. Okay, Megan. So for you, maybe you need to reprioritize the things that you're doing in your life, that what you're putting the most of your energy into. Reprioritize, because it feels like you're procrastinating some more important things that need to be addressed and putting more energy towards things that are not so big or so important. But it's like you can't do this until you do this, but you're trying to do this instead of this, like that kind of a feeling. Step into that leadership role, whatever it is. Step up into that. Stop procrastinating. Take the lead. Now, this could be taking the lead of your own healing journey. That doesn't fail to cross my mind. You could be letting someone else guide your journey. Okay, wait a minute. Megan, are you getting spiritual advice from anyone? Are you going out like talking to like gurus or spiritual advisors or people who claim to be that? Be careful. Be real careful who you're talking to, because it just dawned on me that there may be somebody feeding you wrong information about your spiritual pathway. It may be something that they've told you about yourself that's wrong. And so because it's wrong, it's not coming to fruition. And so you're feeling like you're doing something wrong. Be careful what you're believing in. People telling you about yourself. Okay. Oh, I get so mad at these fake people. Okay. I just dropped your card. Of course. Oh, your ending message, Megan. Transcendence. Transcend your mind's limitations and allow your soul's light to truly shine. Your mind, that's the procrastination. That's holding yourself back. Your mind is limiting yourself within those. Yeah, definitely reprioritize the things in your life. That's what your guides are saying for you. All right. Okay. Next. Who's next? I feel so disconnected because I haven't read any of the chat since I've started, but that's because I have to keep it here so I can see the list. Okay, we've got a Taurus girl. A Taurus girl reads. Love that. That means you read cards too. Awesome. Or energy. All right. What is the shadow work we need to focus on for a Taurus girl right now? What kind of shadow work, if any? Well, we all have shadow work all the time because we're always a work in progress, right? Okay, a Taurus girl. Ooh. Okay, my friend, it says that you need to recognize emotional triggers, identify special or specific situations that trigger strong emotional responses, and explore why they have this power over you. That's deep. That's really deep. Okay. So there's certain situations or certain triggers that trigger as like a big, a strong, as it said on the card, a strong emotional response. Those emotional responses are the blockages, are what causes the blockages. Why do I want to say like the emotional response is actually almost like a non-response? Tell me if that makes sense to you. So like the emotional response you have when you're feeling like a deep triggered overwhelm is almost like a freezing. That, and so instead of having like an explosive response, yours is more like a, that's what I'm feeling in your energy, Taurus girl. So maybe that's the blockage, is that you just freeze up and whatever the trigger is, it just freezes you in place. That's what your guides want you to work on. Okay. Let's see. Identifying those things that cause that response. I have a feeling that there's a few, and you're going to have to work through them one at a time. And you cannot ignore them, because not one of them is more important than the other. What I'm seeing is like so not one of them is more important than the other. All of these triggered, I feel like there was some kind of a childhood abuse that happened. But these things that trigger you, every one of them is just as important as the next. Don't skip over or forget. You got to deal with these things. They're freezing you. It's like freezing you in place. And it's holding you back in your, this is what's coming through in your, just that it kind of holds you back within your spiritual growth and your spiritual evolution. It's like this. It's like 3 steps forward, 1, 2 steps back. 3 steps forward, trigger, 1, 2 steps back. 3 steps forward, trigger, 1. So you're still making forward motion, but not like you could be, right? Integration says practicing gratitude. How can a practice of gratitude transform your outlook on life and increase your happiness? Instead of so my advice for you, my friend, that comes through intuitively is, instead of allowing these triggers to freeze you, stop, be grateful that you're now aware that this trigger is happening right now, and now I can address it. Have gratitude for the awareness of it. You don't have to have gratitude for the trigger. Have gratitude for the awareness of it so you can address it and fix it, right? That's what your guides are coming through for you. Okay. Let me get you an ending. I know these are starting to get short, but I want to get something for everybody. Okay, what is an ending message that I can share for Taurus girl? Oh, girlfriend, release. Release anything that keeps you from your path of authenticity. So don't let it freeze you up. Release it. Recognize it. Embrace that this is in my awareness now. I can let go of it, right? Instead of freezing up and being like, I'm not going to deal with this. I'm just not going to acknowledge it. I'm just going to ignore it, and eventually it'll go away. No, acknowledge it and then release it with love. Okay. There you go. Hope that helps. All right, Miss Taurus girl. So next is my beautiful Maribel, Miss YouTube Grandma. All right, spirit guides, open, receptive to receive. What kind of shadow work does Miss YouTube Grandma, Miss Maribel, what does she need to focus on right now in her here and now moment for shadow work? Okay. Yours says identifying emotional dependence. On whom or what are you emotionally dependent, or on whom or what is emotionally dependent upon you? And how can recognizing these dependencies improve your own autonomy? Sorry. Autonomy. Duh. Okay, so this is, you know what this is. What your who and what is emotionally dependent upon you, and you know who that is. How much of yourself are you giving into that? How much credit are you getting? Okay, this is what I'm hearing your guide say. You're still beating yourself up kind of internally for mistakes that you feel like you made in the past, way in the past, that you're still paying for, that have been paid forward into a further generation. Okay. So a feeling of guilt for mistakes you may have made that caused other people to make mistakes. How do I say this? Okay. You feel like you led a bad example at some point that led someone down a bad, maybe started them down a wrong road, or inspired them to go down a wrong road, or afforded for them to go down a wrong road. And their mistakes, you're paying for them. So in a way, you feel like you're paying for the mistakes you made way long time ago, again, like all over again for someone else, if that makes sense. So what I'm trying to say, cut and dry, you need to give yourself the credit. You didn't make the mistakes for this person. You're picking up for this person, and you're like taking care of their responsibilities and fixing their mess ups, because out of love and devotion to the individuals. But in your heart, you're holding on, maybe it's deep inside, holding on to this feeling like, well, I kind of caused this. It's my fault. It was my child that messed up. So now it's my responsibility to fix her F up. Right? Like that's the feeling. So inside you almost feel like a guilt in there that makes you feel like, these people are dependent on you for this reason. That feeling needs to be switched up from a guilt feeling. Take that guilt out. That needs to be that I'm responsible because I did something wrong way back in the past. Feeling needs to be taken out. Okay. And just give yourself the gratitude, or give yourself, the gratitude of realizing that it's not guilt that's driving you to do this. It's just the innate love of your people and who you are in your family, as like the matriarchal position you're in your family. It's also in your heritage, and it's also in your ancestors. They lived this way. They took care of each other. They took care of each other's people. And it's just a way of life. But there's something inside of you holding on to a little bit of guilt that makes you feel like is that why I'm doing this? Is that the real reason why I'm doing this? Or is that the only reason why am I only doing this because I'm guilty for having made a mistake way back when? Yeah, that needs to be let go of. Okay. How can she integrate change? Yeah, absolutely. Resolving inner conflict. So there is an inner conflict with that inside, where you kind of feel guilty for mistakes you made in your past. And now you feel like you got to fix everything because of it for other people. And you're doing that, basically, not fixing everything, but taking up for. But stop viewing it as something you're doing out of guilt, or stop feeling like that's the reason why you're doing it is because maybe deep down I just feel so guilty. No, let that go. And your guides are saying to show yourself gratitude for being the strong individual you are. And maybe that guilt, that little tinge of guilt you feel inside for past mistakes that you feel went forward and maybe caused your child to make mistakes, which, by the way, let her own mistakes. You don't need to take responsibility for her mistakes. We are all our own people. That might be causing a little bit of a blockage there in your solar plexus, I said solar plexus. Okay, but also the root. Solar plexus coming out for you today, Miss Maribel. Okay, so, all right, let me get you a starseed message. Okay, I'm seeing something, but I can't tell you what it is. I'm sorry. It will ruin a surprise. Okay, you'll know soon, though. Abundance. Your message, your starseed message is abundance. It says, when your heart's intention is to serve humanity, like I was just saying, doors of abundance naturally open. It is your heart's intention. It's because you're a good person, because that it is your heart. It's just because you're a loving, good, caring person. And it is your heart's intention to be that. So that's where you need to focus. That's the reason behind everything you do. It has nothing to do with guilt. Okay. All right. I hope that helps you. And solar plexus is coming out for you today too. So I would get out some citrine, ocean jasper, sunstone. Maybe do a little meditation with those. All right, let's see who is next here. We've got Ginger Bell. All right, what do I need to share with Miss Ginger Bell? I can't wait to go to the bottom of this chat and read everybody's interaction, but I can't move my thing down yet. Miss Ginger Bell. Miss Ginger Bell. What is Ginger Bell? I love that name, Ginger Bell. What does that need to... Ooh, she need to work on. Let's try that again. Actually, okay, I feel like this is for you. Okay, Miss Ginger Bell, it says exploring attachment needs. What does your pattern of attachment reveal about your emotional needs and fears? Okay. And the attachments I'm picking up on here are belief systems. Programmed type thinking, programmed type church maybe, or religion, or some very structured organizational type, like you feel like you have to fall in line. Like this is like also too, it's like your emotions feel very stifled, very subdued. Ginger Bell, your emotions feel very like you're not allowed to show them outwardly. It's almost like you're afraid for someone to see you show emotion. That's what your energy feels like. Like you're afraid to show your emotion. Somebody doesn't allow you to express yourself. I don't know if it's still that way or if it's just, I almost want to say this is like always been this way for you. Somebody, or for a long time, somebody has just is really controlling over how much emotion you're allowed to show. You feel it deep inside, but your emotions feel really like boxed in and like you have extreme control over your emotions. I feel like you do. I feel like you have like some extreme control over your emotions to the point where you can just decide not to have them if you don't want to. I mean, they're there, but you're really good at keeping them in check. Okay. Yeah. So you're not fully experiencing this humanity. You're not fully experiencing humanity. You came here to feel these emotions, and somebody has shut you down, or something. It's either a program, a religion, a group. Somebody has really made you feel like you're not allowed to like share how you really honestly feel about things. You just, yeah, that's definitely coming through in your energy. Okay. Asking how to integrate change. It says finding inner peace. What practices can you adopt to cultivate a more peaceful inner life? Okay. So that's what you need to work on. Your spirit guides are coming through saying, yeah, you are highly controlled in your emotions. First of all, you came here to experience them. It's time to start experiencing them. Yeah, you may need to find new practices, a new belief system, new religion. You have to have religion. Religion actually has not much to do with God. It's all about power and control. I would say dump the religion. If it was me, I can't tell you what to do. Embrace God, embrace spirit, embrace your divinity. Dump the religion. The religion is holding you back. And it's keeping you, it's making you feel like you have to stifle yourself. Meditation. Pray. Talk to your guides. You need to start making doing new stuff, doing new practices, doing more research into your own emotions. Feel your emotions. Feel them. Allow yourself to cry. Allow yourself to get mad. Allow yourself to get angry. Every single one of those, you're here to do that. So you're not actually living your purpose. That's what the guides are coming through to say for you. Your blockages are big too. First things first, you need to start praying and calling in your guides and listening, because they're going to help you. There's got to be some big changes there. Maybe let go of some programmed ways of thinking. If you have any doubt or question about something somebody has told you, research it and then feel it with your gut before you just believe anything they tell you. If it doesn't make sense to you and your mind, body, and spirit, then it's probably not real or right. But there is an inner turmoil. I do feel an inner turmoil, but you are really controlled in how you outwardly express your emotions. That's definitely blocking. There needs to be an inner peace, like an inner acceptance, like, because I feel like you question a lot of the things that have been said to you or taught to you or shoved down your throat, basically. Like, I do feel like maybe you question a lot of that, but you're afraid that you're sinning and you're going to go to hell or something like that, which is not true. Not the case. Believe me, it's not the case. Definitely holding you back. So let's grab an ending message for you, Miss Ginger. Surrender. It says, surrender your need to control the outcome. Just be in life with the present. Yeah. Cry. Cry your eyes out. When you're crying, scream. Get a pillow. Ah! Let that emotion out. Let it out. Release. Let it out. I think that will be a doorway for you to start to get that blockage taken care of. Okay. All right. I hope that helps you, sweetheart. Let me see who is next. Oh my gosh, I went down to the bottom and now I lost my place. Okay, let me go back up here. Uh-oh. Oh my gosh, there's so many people that have come in since I started. Hi, Barb. Hi, Julie. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Karen Danielle. Okay, I'm so sorry I'm late greeting you guys. I lost my place here. Who is next here? What a lovely day is here. Yay. Okay. I went too far. What time are we on? 125? Okay. I think it is Miss Natalie. Hold on, let me double check one time because I think there was one person ahead of you. Oh my gosh, Tina. Hi, Tina. I didn't see you at first. Oh, Phoenix is here too. Yay. Okay. Hi, Tanya. I see you. Okay. We are now on. Oh, Dean. Hi, Dean Mac. I see you. There's two Macs here. There's a Dean Mac and a Lisa Mac. Are you guys together? Okay. I got lost in my chat. Sorry, guys. Just give me a second. Wait, is it normal for... Okay, I'm just going to go to the next person in my chat. This is Natalie. Okay, Miss Natalie, let's see what kind of... what is going on here? Miss Natalie, let's see what kind of shadow work your guides want me to point out for you today, honey. Okay. I have been having dreams with Natalie in them for the last couple nights. Last night's dream was crazy. Okay. All right. Sea Star. That's my nickname for Natalie. Challenging your comfort zones is what yours is coming through with. It's saying what comfort zones are limiting your growth and what steps can you take to step beyond them. So I can say I feel there's individuals in your life. I'm going to try and be careful how I say this without divulging personal information too much. Individuals within your life that place certain expectations on you, or and you know this. Maybe not, maybe putting expectations on you is the wrong word. They expect you to accept things about them and be okay with them when you're not. And it makes you uncomfortable. Like, you have to put yourself into uncomfortable situations or limiting situations with these individuals because they're not willing to make changes or grow or make changes or even recognize that there's issues happening. And it limits you because you're trying to make changes. You're trying to grow your soul. You're trying to evolve. You're trying to embrace your divinity. And you keep being pulled back into these conflicts that really don't have anything to do with you. And it's uncomfortable for you. It is definitely uncomfortable. Okay. But it's limiting your growth is what your guides are coming through with. This can be limiting for you. It can be putting some blockages, mixing energies with these individuals who are not willing to make any changes, who are not willing, or, okay. I feel like there's something that's being asked of you, or you're being asked to accept something within an individual or some individuals who, King of Wands came out, who are not willing to make the changes, are not willing to recognize their own shortcomings or their own need to work on themselves. I mean, I'm not going to say specifically who these people are because you already know who they are. There's a couple of them in your life. You already know who they are. Literally, the relationship or the energetic exchange that's taking place with these individuals, I feel like it's not necessarily even taking place with one of them anymore at all. But there's still an energetic connection. Maybe from that person's side, they may be projecting onto you or causing energetic disruptions. be careful where you put your energy, definitely, when you're around these individuals who are not willing to make change within themselves. When you put yourself in those uncomfortable energetic spots, it does limit you. It does put blockages. It does put, maybe blockages isn't 100% the right word. I want to say like an energetic cord that could be just slowing up your progress or causing some confusion or chaos in your energy a little bit. Just so that things aren't just as clear to you as they could be. Let me say, I feel like you are so well aware of this already. Like this is, you already know all this. You're already working on this. Yeah. Okay. What can, wasn't she in my chat a minute ago? Why is she calling me? She knows I'm live. That's my bestie calling me. She was just in my chat. Okay, what can I share with Natalie as far as integrating? Oh wow. It says balancing emotional needs. I get it. I get that for you. Emotional needs, I get that for you, considering who these individuals are. There are specific emotional needs that you have from these individuals on different levels from each one. And those emotional needs are not being met on their part. I feel like a tinge of, almost like a tinge of like a guilt feeling. Like, is it okay for me to exercise, or is it okay for me to take this power within? Like, is it okay for me to make this decision? Am I making a mistake? Is it okay for me to make this decision? Yeah, it's okay for me to make this decision. And then there's like a little bit of, but almost like a tiny bit of programming or something that was stuck in you off someone else, put in your mind or embedded into your energy as a child that's still kind of in there a little bit. So this is a controlling thing somebody put into your energy as like a cord that goes into your energy that's still there just a little bit. Just it brings like a tinge of doubt within your own choices that you've made every once in a while. It doesn't stay long. It just comes in and out, pokes in and out. It could even just be poking in and out when this individual is thinking about you. It could energetically just kind of like, pluck that little energetic cord a little bit and give you a momentary feeling of, should I reach out or should I change my mind? Am I doing the right thing? I think you fully understand what I'm talking about. There's a similar individual as well that is also trying, kind of vampirish for you, energetic vampirish for you. Just be careful with your energy around these individuals. There's some energetic cords there you may need to work on, disconnecting a little bit better. Okay, let me get you a starseed message. I really feel like you already know this, Natalie. You're already working on this. Yeah. So you got abundance. When your heart's intention is to serve humanity, doors of abundance naturally open. And that's what you're doing. That is your heart's intention, to serve humanity with truth and light. So you got abundance coming for you, Sea Star. Okay. I don't feel like that was greatly helpful because I already feel like you knew those things. But that's okay. Confirmation is great too, right? All right, let's see who's next. Okay. Hi, XX Sunrisa. I just now saw your name. It looks like Lisa Mack. Lisa Mack. Okay. Miss Lisa Mack. Lisa Mack. I'm just going to keep reading, you guys, until I'm too tired and my energy's over. Lisa Mack. Okay. This is a collaborative thing. Must be happening to a lot of us, you guys. Okay, Lisa, this is the third time This card has come out now, today. Do you see all these cards? This card has come out 3 times of this entire, it says addressing inner loneliness. For me, I'm sorry, for you, what I'm feeling in this is a loneliness within your own journey. Feeling like you're the only one who understands you. Feeling like you're doing this alone, like you're doing something alone. You're making big changes. Something big is happening with you right now. Some kind of big transformation, Lisa. Something big, something is like making it to where everything's different for you. And you just feel like you're completely alone in it. Okay, what advice can we give Lisa? It's like this feeling of like, there's nobody that truly understands me. Like everyone is here for me. Everyone loves me and everyone's willing to be here for me, but they really can't be because they don't understand what's happening to me. That's the feeling I'm picking up. And gosh, dang if it isn't a collaborative feeling that's on the planet right now. As we go through our ascension, as the planet ascends, as we go through these symptoms and we're changing and think everything's changing, dang, everyone feels completely alone in this. And none of us are alone. We're never alone. 8 of Pentacles. You're doing a very good job. Okay. So along this progress, you might feel like you're alone. You're not. You've got your guides. But the 8 of Pentacles coming in to say you're doing a really good job. Like you're doing good. You're doing good. So Lisa, along your pathway, your spiritual growth, your spiritual progression, you're doing great. Your guides are coming through to give you the thumbs up. You're not alone. Okay. You're feeling alone, but you're not. So talk to your guides. Let them know, hey guys, I'm feeling alone in this moment. Can someone give me some warm fuzzies? Something like that. Okay. They'll do it. They'll do it for you. I promise. Okay. I'm going to move to the next one. I hope that helps, Lisa. I'm going to try to just stick to a base message so that I can get to as many people as possible. The next person is XX Sunrisa. XX Sunrisa. Okay. Open and receptive to receive for XX Sunrisa 10. What shadow work does she need to work on in this moment? Oh, challenging your comfort zones. Okay, so I'm just going to call you Risa. It's easier to say. Risa. Comfort zones, challenging your comfort zones, pushing yourself beyond your limits. That's what's coming through for you. So your blockage may be that you're just not willing to step out of your comfort zone, willing to explore new things or new options or new pathways. Your root chakra is really blocked. Your root chakra feels like you really haven't started yet. Like you're right at the beginning. Yeah, you definitely need to step out of your comfort zone. You got to start your journey. It's time. It's time to start now. It's time to go. There's no journey. It's time to start. So embrace the anxiety. Embrace the fear. The fear is stopping you from moving forward. Embrace the fear. Okay, here's what you do. Take that fear and turn it into curiosity. So instead of letting the fear stop you or change you or freeze you and stop you from trying new things, making new choices, going new places, whatever, meeting new people, because fear comes up because it's like a fear of failure, a fear you're not going to like it, or something's going to happen to you or something. Instead, take that feeling and switch around to, ooh, I'm curious. Why am I afraid? Why am I scared? Why? There's got to be a reason for it. Why do you fear something you've never experienced? If it's never brought you any bad experience, but there's just the potential it could, and that's what you're afraid of, then you can let go of that anything could happen attitude and embrace it. And maybe that can help you. I know that if something sparks fear in me, I automatically am super curious why. Why do I feel fear? Why does that scare me? Why is that? That helps me to get out of my comfort zone sometimes. Fear can paralyze us. Doubt, self-doubt can paralyze us. That's a fear of failing ourselves, right? So when that happens, I'm like, ooh, why? Now I need to know why I'm scared of this. I need to know why this is bringing me fear, because there's a reason for everything. All right. How can you integrate embracing the fear? How can you integrate? A lot of cards going to the floor today. Oh, integrating new habits. New habits. What new habits would you like to develop that align with your growth goals and how you can begin? For sure. I would do some new habits, do journaling, do meditation. There's so much. Get some crystals, start learning about crystal healing. Start looking outside the box. That's what I'm seeing. I'm getting an image of a box opening, peeking out. Okay, start looking outside of the box. It's time to start your journey. That's what you're being told. It's time to start. All right. Okay. Let me move down to the next one. Oh, let me get you an ending starseed message. I'm so sorry. Let me grab you, Risa. Choice. It says, by staying conscious in your thoughts, you guide your journey in the direction of your choice. Is that not perfect for you for this message? Absolutely. Your choices guide your journey. You choose to stay stuck in your comfort zone. That's the only place you'll ever go. All right. Okay. Hope that helps. Who's next? Who is next? What a lovely day. What a lovely day. Okay, so you're next in my line. If I have went out of order, I'm so sorry. I'm going to try to get to everyone. I kind of got lost in my chat. It's weird because I went to the bottom of it and I lost the top of it. Like it's gone. I can't go back up and reaccess the top at the beginning, people. I don't know what I did. Okay. What a lovely day. 90. What do I need to share with Miss What a Lovely Day? I'm just going to call you Lovely. What can I share with Miss Lovely as far as any kind of shadow work that she needs to focus or prioritize on? What a lovely day. It says you have challenging perfectionism. It says, how does your pursuit of perfection, being perfect, affect your mental health and your daily life? And how can you adopt a more balanced approach? Oh my gosh, I resonate. I hugely resonate. My need for everything, okay, here's the thing. When we were born as human beings, we're born into a life where we don't have a lot of control over what happens to us. If you were born into, like, say, an organized religion that you don't resonate with, or is wrong, or a family that you don't fit into, or whatever, okay? Sometimes the only thing we can control is our own direct environment and our actions. And so we go overboard with it, right? That's when we get OCD. There was a point in my life when I felt like the only control I had over my life was just my direct environment. So because of that, my home was immaculate, spotless. Like I couldn't go to bed at night. I could not lay down and fall asleep if I knew there was a sock on the floor somewhere. Okay. That perfectionist me feeling like that was if I only have this that I'm allowed to control, I'm going to control this. It controlled me. Let me tell you, it controlled me. I thought I had, no. Being a perfectionist does not mean you have control over all the things that you are perfecting in your life. All those things have control over you. Challenge the need to be perfect in the things you do. Those things you feel like you need to be perfect at, those are the things you need to work on. That's what your guides are coming through for you today to say. All right. So how can you integrate that in, Miss Lisa? You don't need to be perfect. We don't need to be perfect. We are already perfect. We're perfectly imperfect. We didn't come here to be perfect. That's a man-made construct. That's a man-made belief that, we can be perfect or that people need to be perfect. Okay, so for you with integration, it says understanding emotional patterns. Okay, how can being kinder to yourself change the way you face your life challenges? So this makes sense too. I beat myself up if I failed to wipe down the counters today. I beat myself up if there was a sock on the floor. I can't sleep. There's a sock on the floor, right? My kids' rooms are a mess. I can't sit down and enjoy dinner. I have to go clean the refrigerator first. Those kind of things. We imprison ourselves in the need to control our environment and control and stay in our comfort zones and make things perfect for ourselves. So my advice to you and your guides coming through are saying to maybe let go of the need to be so perfect and embrace your imperfections. Okay. Thank you, spirit guides. Embrace your imperfections. All right. Love it. Okay. What is an ending starseed message that I can share with Miss Lisa? Wisdom. Yours says, set your adversaries. See your adversaries. So this would be the people that you struggle against. Your adversaries as opportunities to expand your spiritual light. Your adversaries would be your struggles. That's even an OCD. That's even a perfectionist way of thinking. Like, it is an adversary. We can be our own adversaries in our own minds, wanting to hold ourselves accountable for things we don't even need to, hold ourselves to a standard we don't even need to, and then feel like we've failed our own selves when we didn't. See that adversary part of yourself as an opportunity to expand your spiritual light. That's what the guides are coming through. All right. I hope that helped, Miss Lisa. I'm sorry. I am saying Lisa. I meant lovely. 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 I'm seeing Lisa Mack right next to lovely. I'm talking to lovely. I meant you, lovely. Lovely is your name, Lisa? Just curious. Okay. Who's next here? Okay, hold on one second. Just okay, so somebody in the chat right now, please tell me who you are. Okay. So there's somebody in the chat right now that's literally within the last day or two has dealt with the loss of a loved one. Ugh, I'm feeling your grief. I mean, I'm feeling that same feeling. It reminds me of the feeling I had right after my grandma passed away, and that feeling of the knot in the throat, the pit in the tummy, I don't even know like how to feel next. Like, how can I go forward? That weird feeling is coming through right now. I felt it earlier a little bit, but it went away. Now it's coming back. So either you left and you came back into the chat. If you want to identify yourself, you can, and so that we can all lift you up in loving, high vibrational, loving support. Okay. If not, if you don't want to identify yourself, I completely, absolutely respect that. Just know I'm sending you so much love and light. Okay. I'm feeling it though. Somebody lost someone very recently, maybe yesterday or today. Okay. I'm going to move forward. Who's next on this list here? Just remember that they're not really gone. They're not really gone. They just transitioned. Ooh, it's heavy, heavy, heavy. All right. Okay, guys, can you pull that back from me, please, a little bit so I can focus? Oof, that's heavy, 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 heavy. Love and light, whoever you are. Oh, maybe it's an anniversary of someone's death. It feels like fresh. All right, let's move forward. Thank you, spirit guides. I feel that they pulled it back. Phoenix Rising Fire is next. Miss Phoenix. Okay, so I'm going to say right away, Miss Phoenix, you are going through a major metamorphosis right now. You're like embracing some newly found abilities, or you're about to, or you're doing it, or you're working within them. Like I have this weird epiphany feeling when I tap into your energy. Okay, what is the shadow work that we need to bring out for Miss Phoenix in this moment? Ooh, wait a minute. There's somebody around you, Miss Phoenix, that's not there's a dark energy around you. This is an individual that has a possibly like a lot of negative attachments. Be careful. Ooh, I don't like it that they're around you. It's like your guides are popping in this opportunity to kind of give you a warning of somebody that's around you. I don't know if they live with you, a friend, someone in your circle. Okay, there's someone in your circle that's got some pretty negative attachments. Be careful. All right. What's the shadow work that Phoenix needs to focus on today? Okay. It says exploring denied aspects. What aspects of your personality do you tend to deny or hide from others? For what I feel like is that you have needs too, and you don't ask for them to get met. Like you have needs too. And what that feels like is that you're the one taking care of everybody around you. Like you're the one that takes care of everyone else. Like everyone. Okay. It's like it's like become your identity as the one who provides the care for everyone. You're denying yourself what you're giving to everyone else. That's what the guides are coming through and saying. You're putting way more energy into helping everybody else than your own self. I think you're coming aware of this though. Like you're starting to see this. There's a change coming about though in your energy. Like you're becoming aware of this. You're starting to see this. You're starting to feel the weight of this too. It's like you can't help it but recognize, okay, I have been emptying out and emptying out and emptying out. Nobody's filling me back up again, and I'm about done. Like that's the feeling of your energy. So you're denying yourself the same love and care and compassion that you give everybody else. That's what your guides are coming through to say. You need to explore those denied things. You need to explore why you deny yourself, why you do those things. Okay, what integration needs to take place for her? Oh my gosh, this is perfect for you too. Wow. Okay. Yours says value your own personal growth. You're not putting, it's like the value you place on yourself is how much you can help other people. Instead of realizing that the value also comes from how much you can grow within yourself. It says how you make personal growth and a consistent priority in your life. Like you're prioritizing everybody else ahead of yourself. So your blockage is coming from that, not putting yourself first, not meeting your own needs first. You're meeting everybody else's needs first. You need to meet your own needs first, because you hold yourself up to this high standard of an individual that's supposed to be the rescuer for everyone, but you can only maintain that for so long. It's going to crash down on you because you're not filling back up again, honey. Okay. Definitely put yourself first. Reprioritize and put your own personal growth ahead of everyone else around you. Because it's like you feel like you have to fix everyone around you. That's the energy that comes through for you. It's like your job to fix everyone. No, it's not your job to do. It's beautiful that you want to do that. You got to focus on yourself first. Okay. And that's what your guides are saying for you. I hope that helps you. Okay. Who are we on next? Your prayers. Oh, hi. Okay. So now I'm finally starting to get down here to some of the responses. Oh, Judy, brother's sister's mom. Okay, that makes sense. Thank you, lovely, for praying for me. I appreciate you so much, sweetheart. I love you for that. Thank you so much. Your prayers are pretty strong. Good. Good. I feel like that is a strong point for you. Lean into that. Let's see. Yeah, you're right. Natalie, we are never alone. Ever, ever alone. Gosh, I am way down here. Okay. Who is next here? Tanya. Looks like Tanya Rafferty. Tanya Rafferty. Okay. Miss Tanya Rafferty. What shadow work aspects does Miss Tanya Rafferty need to be made aware of today? Oops, that didn't work. What do I need to share with Miss Tanya? I had a good friend in elementary school named Tanya. I was just picturing her. She was a cute little blonde-haired, blue-eyed girl. One card, please. There it is. Ooh, Miss Tanya, it says you need to recognize avoidance behaviors. What are you avoiding in your life, and how is this avoidance serving you? Okay. I'm going to go into the tarot real quickly. I feel I need to. Okay, what specific thing, avoidance behavior or thing that's being avoided, can Tanya start with when it comes to addressing avoidance behaviors? A lot of times we do avoidance behaviors because we're out of fear. Ooh, Two of Swords. You may have a hard time making decisions or making choices, or you may be somebody who, or you may have a hard time making compromises. Sometimes, okay, you need to be more willing to make compromise. Okay, that's what's coming through for you, Tanya. Your blockage is that you get too hung up on it. If it can't go your way, forget it. I won't do it. Compromise is coming in. Absolutely. Compromise. Be more willing to make some compromises in your choices. Avoidance behaviors. So face things. You need to face things. Let's look at what the integration cards say here. Maybe choices you struggle with, making choices, not being willing to compromise. If it doesn't go your way, not being malleable and maybe, okay, so if something doesn't go your way and you're like, say, you're just not going to do it because it's not how you want it to be. Maybe what you don't realize is that if you maybe do not avoid it, do it anyways. Okay. Do it anyways, because you may end up finding out that the way that it comes about is actually better than the way you had wanted it to be. Okay. You're blocking yourself from experiencing something that's coming through. You're blocking yourself from experiencing something out of just, you've got yourself convinced that you're not going to like it. Yeah. So how can you integrate change? It says building resilience to change. So there's things that need to change. You're avoiding the change. You're avoiding yeah. It says, what strategies can you develop to become more resilient in life's inevitable changes? We can't help it. We change. We have to make decisions. We have to make choices. We have to make compromises. We have no choice. That's what we're here to do. You have to. You don't have. We're not given a choice. Okay, we have to make decisions. We have to make choices. We have to make changes. We have to. And if you develop avoidance behaviors, then the changes won't, you'll stay in your comfort zone forever and the changes won't take place. The soul growth won't happen. You won't be following your pathway, and you just basically waste a lifetime. You end up having to come back here and redo it again. Relearn the lesson. Lessons will repeat and repeat and repeat until we learn them. So compromise, be willing to compromise, be willing to embrace change. And what is an ending starseed message I can share? Inner alchemy. Inner alchemy is achieved when you react to fear with love. So instead of being afraid and allowing it to create avoidance behaviors, which is resistance to change, it's saying, The inner alchemy here is that the fear, you can replace that fear that brings the resistance with love. You know what? I don't care if I'm comfortable in this position or not. I don't care if it turns out exactly how I want it to or not. What if it turns out horrible? At least I can say I did it. I don't care if this or that. Instead, I love me for being strong enough and brave enough to find out, to experience it, to have the experience, to find out. Maybe, you'll find that everything's better when you leave the comfort zones and stop the avoidance behavior and embrace the fear. So there you go. All right, I'm going to move forward because I'll just keep babbling on and on. I hope that helps you, sweetheart, in some way. All right, let's see. Who's next? Celebrate good times. Come on. Julia is cool. Julia is cool is an awesome name. I love it. Okay, spirit guides for Julia. What is the shadow work she needs to focus on today? What can we help her with today? What shadow work does Miss Julia is cool need to focus on today? I love that name. Ooh, interesting. Okay. Yours says questioning rationalizations. What justifications do you often make for your own actions? And how might they be preventing you from facing the truth? So when I see this, questioning rationalizations is like, can I embrace my spirituality? Can I embrace my gifts? Can I get on camera and show the world who I really am? Can I just bare my soul like this? Like rationalizing that in my head. How do I justify doing that, considering that I could really actually be hurt? Okay, so that's thank you, spirit guides. Okay, so that's what's coming through. Like you're justifying not embracing and being your true authentic self. You're justifying that by rationalizing it, and you're being rational in your head. That's what you're telling yourself. Like, I've got to be rational about this. I can't tell people this about myself. I can't show this about myself because people are going to call me irrational. People, this is preventing you. This is what's coming through. This is preventing you from truly like embracing your full divinity. You're so worried about people thinking you're going to be irrational. I get it. I feel the same way. That's why I kind of likened it to myself coming on a platform. My rationality comes into question a lot by some of the people in my life when I say some of the things I say, for sure. Definitely in my past, it held me back and it placed blockages. So that feels similar in the energy for you, Julia. You know what? You are absolutely magically made, capable of anything. Embrace who you are. Who cares what other people think about you? The minute you let go of your fear of what other people are going to say or feel or think, it is the most empowering. Personally, for me, it has been the most empowering thing that ever, as a human being, is letting go of what other people think about me, letting go of other people's opinions. I get a lot of backlash on YouTube. People come on after I do like the crime, the readings for the missing. I get a lot of people will come on and tell me, things. I don't care. I don't care if they believe me or don't believe me or think I'm evil or whatever. I don't care. And it's so freeing. I feel like I need to say this for you. Stop caring so much about what other people are going to think of you. You need to embrace who you are, because I feel like you're stifling a lot of really cool stuff. Julia, you are really cool. You are really cool. Embrace that. Who cares what other people think? All right. You don't need to, it doesn't matter. Ooh, let's see what they say for integration. Yes. Fostering emotional intelligence. It says, how can fostering emotional intelligence improve your relationships and personal satisfaction? Let me tell you what some emotional intelligence is right here and now. Smartest advice you'll get for today. Who cares what the other people think? Okay. Who cares? Emotional intelligence is when you don't care anymore. Emotionally, I am so strong and so intelligent, so wise in my own divinity that what you think about me doesn't affect me. Your opinion has actually nothing to do with me. What you think about me is in your head and your energy and your mind, and it's not mine. And I don't have to accept it. It doesn't have to affect me energetically, mentally, in any way. So I feel like letting go of what you're worried, you're stressed about what other people think and their opinion of you. I mean, I feel like this is really possible for you too. Like this is really within your energy to just kind of be like, embrace this and be like, you know what, you're right. Screw what they think. Julia is really cool. All right. I hope that helped you, sweetheart. Let's move forward. Let's move forward. Next is Mama Bear. Mama Bear. Okay. Mama Bear. What kind of shadow work can Mama Bear focus on right now? I feel like Mama Bear, I feel like you do carry a lot of other people's stress and exhaustion and worry in your energy. You connect to other people's stress, exhaustion, worry, struggle. On an emotional level, you connect because you're a loving person, you're a caring, loving person, and you truly, like legitimately, truly love the people in your life, so that the hardships they go through, you really feel it. And I can feel some of that weighing you down right now in your energy. Okay. So there's some people in your life that are going through some hardships and really leaning on you, maybe in a way, or you're just being there for them. That low dense energy that they are feeling is connecting to you. I mean, not horribly, but I can feel it weighing you down, your energy down a little bit. Okay, what shadow work does she need to work on? It says reflecting on life's lessons. What lessons have you repeatedly encountered in life, and what might you still need to learn from them? So do you have a pattern, a repeating pattern, something that keeps happening to you? Because this, I was just talking about this earlier with somebody else. The lessons, the messages we get from the guides, the lessons that we're supposed to learn in a situation, those, they will repeat themselves again and again and again and again until we get it, until the lessons learned, the messages received. So there may be something that keeps reoccurring, like a reoccurring thing that happens. You would know what that is. Lessons that you have repeatedly had to learn. This could be people taking advantage of you. This could be trusting or believing in someone or something that you shouldn't. Putting faith in someone or something that doesn't deserve it, or that you shouldn't. Trusting or believing or like that's what's coming through. Like maybe having trust or faith or believing in something repeatedly that has repeatedly shown itself to be not reliable. Okay, that's what's coming through. This has a lesson attached to it that needs to be learned. This has caused a blockage in your root chakra. Okay, how can she integrate healing? This is a repeating lesson for you. How can she integrate healing so she can learn the lesson and move on? I see. Okay, so what I'm saying is like this whole release, like a ritual that I do at the end of every day, where I release every energetic connection. Okay, thank you, Spirit Guides. I think I know what they're telling me now. Okay, Mama Bear, you come on here on YouTube and you are a moderator for people. I know that you moderate for me, and I've seen you moderate on other channels. Okay, you need to do an energetic release at the end of every day. what's happening is it's so you repeatedly keep going back to these cases that you're following, these stories that you're connected to emotionally, that you've done research personally on. You have connected your energy to it. At the end of the day, you need to release from these, okay? Because it is causing a blockage. It is like a repeating thing. You keep going back to it. So you'll go back to work on this case. At the end of the day, you're not disconnecting the energetic cords, and it's starting. I could feel it was the second I tapped into your energy. It's starting to really weigh down on you. Okay. It's weighing down on your energy. Your guides are coming through to say I don't even need to pull this. I already know there's a need for you to really implement a cord cutting ritual on the days that you're engaging into these things where you're working on the cases, you're watching other people do readings on missing children, or you're doing research yourself, or you're connecting to platforms that are not all the best individuals, right? But still you're doing it for research purposes or whatever, to get more information on the case, whatever, right? It's connecting to your energy. And you definitely need to disconnect from that at the end of the day. Don't carry it through to the next day. Don't carry it through to you in your sleep. Make sure you're cutting cords energetically, completely at the end of every day. As in those days when you're doing a lot of the work here on social media, where you're moderating and you're connecting. So because there's a big difference between, it's still a connection. It's still a connection to go on and watch these videos and to follow these cases and to try to research and help and map out things and look for it's as much as you do this, you really need to be clearing your energy every day. Okay. That's coming through for you really strongly. Okay. What's the ending star seed message I can give for Mama Bear, please? Signs. The universe has been gently nudging you forward by revealing to you signs and synchronicities. I do believe that, because you have followed up with me in email after I've done readings on the cases, where you have come to me with validating information that you have went out and researched and found, or you've gotten off other creators' channels and you bring it to me to bring me the confirmation. For me, that's those signs, the signs that you're looking for. And I do feel like it's part of your purpose. It is part of your pathway, at least right now in the here now moment. It gives you some sort of a feeling of fulfillment. It makes you feel like you're helping. It makes you feel like from your little corner of the world, from your little place, you're doing what you can to contribute to the whole. This is the feeling I get in your energy as to why you work on YouTube as a moderator within the cases with the research, because you don't get anything out of it other than that feeling of fulfillment and fulfillment. So okay. Also, are you noticing synchronicities? Are you noticing 111, 222, 333, 1234? Are you noticing just things that match up? For example, I saw beetles for 3 days in a row. I've ran into a beetle. They're all different kinds of beetles. That's a synchronicity, like that. Have you been noticing that? Pay attention to synchronicities that's coming through. Okay. I hope that helped you, sweetheart. Make sure you're disconnecting and cleaning your energy at the end of every day. Because now I'm going to worry unless I know you're doing that. I can feel it. I can feel that denseness on your energy a little bit. Okay. Who's next? Oh my gosh. There's another Mac. We have 3 Macs. Are you guys all one family? Megan Mac, Lisa Mac, and Dean Mac, right? Okay, who's next here? Who's next here? Karen Danielle. It is Miss Karen Danielle. Okay. Karen, your energy. Sending you love and light. Lots and lots and lots of love and light. Can we all take a minute to send some love to Miss Karen Danielle? Your energy is really, really heavy right now. We're here for you, sister. You're not alone. You're never alone. Okay. What shadow work does Miss Karen Donnell need to prioritize right now? Oh, okay. It says subconscious motives. It says what motives might be driving your behavior without your conscious awareness. So what this would mean is things that you're doing maybe against your own better judgment, your own best interest, choices you're making. What's motivating you to do that? What's motivating you to make decisions against your better, like what would be good for you? Okay, and you may not realize that that this is what's doing it. Okay, I honestly do not feel comfortable talking about what I just saw on public. I'll be honest. So something that has happened to you in the past that causes you to accept being treated by people a way you should not be treated. And maybe you don't realize why you accept this or you allow this to happen to you. When I say accept or allow, it's not like you're sitting there saying, hey, yeah, treat me this way. It's just they do treat you this way. And although you know it's wrong and it does hurt and you don't want it, you don't like it, you still stick around for it. Maybe not stick around for it, but you still allow this person in your energy and these people that hurt you to keep coming back and hurting you. There's a reason subconsciously you're doing this, and that's what you need to explore, and that's what your guides are pulling out. I feel like it is connected to an early trauma. So you need to go back to that trauma, that place and time, and heal that moment. Acknowledge it, heal it. I feel like it'll change what you will accept for yourself from here on out once you heal that little spot part of you. But you're not being treated right. You're not being treated right. It's not okay. Okay. How can you integrate change? It says to celebrate small wins. You're already doing this. You're making the changes that are necessary. I feel like you're already there's big changes that need to take place, but there's also a whole bunch of little ones. Okay. So the big ones, you've got this. You're working on that and you're well into that. Okay. And you're smashing it. The little ones, that's what needs to be taken into consideration. The little changes. This is what you'll inner dialogue, what you say to yourself about yourself, that needs to change. Instead of saying, oh, nobody loves me, I'm not worthy of love, or I'm just somebody people abuse, or whatever. Instead, you need to start, the inner dialogue needs to be more like, I'm a badass bitch. I deserve better than this. Like, who are you to treat me this way? Like, I am the queen. I'm God. I'm God. I mean, the inner dialogue needs to change for you. That's a small one. That's a small change that needs to happen right away because we speak it into existence. But I feel like you're somebody who does like an inner, you like beat yourself up inside. I did this wrong. I did that wrong. I made this. Why did I trust this? Why did I believe that? How did they get this over on me? How did they lie to me? How did I believe that? Why did I accept this? Like, this is what goes through your inner dialogue. It needs to change up and it needs to be more like, oh, I'm way better than this. Like, I can totally handle this. Like, I'm so going to smash this. I'm going to be a pro at this, or I don't ever have to talk to that person again. And that's okay. Your inner dialogue needs to be a lot more positive and uplifting and empowering for yourself. That's coming through. And you need to be so proud of yourself for every teeny tiny little change that comes about. I feel like you have really high expectations for yourself. And if you don't see these big gains, it feels like nothing's happening. Your guides are saying really, really celebrate even the little teeny tiny gains. Okay. The little small things, because all of those little celebrations will equal into bringing your vibration, your self-esteem, your self-worth. A lot of that has been taken out of you by the people in your life. I see it trickling back into you, but I feel like there needs to be some work done on your inner dialogue and outer dialogue. I feel like you're pretty good about like holding your own in like an argument or getting your point across in the heat of an argument. I feel like you're probably pretty good at doing that, expressing how you're feeling in the moment. But I do feel like you get alone and you kind of beat yourself up over choices that you make, mistakes that you've made, bad choices you've made. It's like you want to just continually beat yourself up for it on the inside, not outwardly, but like inner. So that needs to change. That's definitely coming through. All right. Definitely celebrate every little tiny accomplishment like it's the hugest thing ever. Because that's what brings the big accomplishments, is putting that energy out there, like putting that into motion. And your ending message, courage. Live your life fearlessly and with courage, strength, and determination. Which I feel like you are absolutely well on your way into doing that. But I do feel like there are people specifically, well, actually people that find actual joy in removing your spark. Like there's people in your life that, okay, so you come across to me as like this really bubbly, happy, like just a person that's very enjoyable to be around. Your energy is just very sweet, very bubbly, very happy, very enjoyable to be around. Okay. But I see like this dark, these individuals that come into your life that just, when they do, your shine goes away and you shrink down into a smaller energy, and it feels like it makes them feel good to see that effect take place on you. That person those people need to go. Those people need to go. So if you could recognize who that is, they actually find joy in your pain. They need to go. I feel like you know who that is. Okay, sweetheart. Celebrate every little tiny small accomplishment. And you actually have accomplished some big stuff lately that definitely deserves, well, I made sure to acknowledge your accomplishments personally. So, all right, I'm going to move forward, sweetheart. Oh, Shellrock's here. Hi, just now saw you. You like the crown, Julie? Julia, thank you. I think it's cool. It's heavy though, and it keeps wanting to fall off. I've worn a crown too on camera. You did? When? I want to see that. You're right, Natalie. You can never fully please people anyways. There's always going to be someone in the mix that's going to have a complaint, no matter what. Julie says, absolutely, Mama Bear. Her curls are beautiful. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Oh, like, hey, yeah. Did I get everybody? I don't think. I doubt it. Let me see who's next on the list. Dean Mack. Dean Mack. Are you still here, Dean? Dean Mack. What is, Dean is my husband's name. Just saying. Dean Mack. And we have another moderator on here. Her name is Deb. She's from the UK, and her thing is Sleepless Nights. She comes on here sometimes. Another moderator of mine from the UK. Her husband's name is Dean as well. Okay. All right, Dean Mack. What is the shadow work that Mr. Dean needs to work on right now? What does Dean need to prioritize to help with some blockages and soul growth? I don't know why, but for Dean, I got two come out, and I feel like both of them work. Okay, addressing projection. How might you be projecting your unresolved issues onto others? Okay, that's the first one. So are you taking things out on the people around you? Are you, yeah, that's basically a cut and dry for what that one means. So addressing projection is basically taking out your frustrations out on other people. Or if you don't understand something and someone tries to come to you and say, oh, this is how I understand this situation. And since you don't understand it, you doubt that what they're saying is legitimate, or you don't put validation to their words because you don't understand what they're saying. Something to that effect is coming through. Okay. Something unresolved. So you've got some kind of unresolved issues, Dean, that are causing you to treat people in some certain kind of way. The other card that came out is recognizing subconscious fears. What fears operate in your subconscious, affecting your decisions and feelings without your full awareness? I feel like these go hand in hand. I do. I feel like that there's some kind of fears that hold you back from resolving something, like a fear of avoidance behavior is coming out. Like you're afraid to resolve this. You're afraid to go there to begin with. So you can't resolve it because you're afraid to go there. So you avoid it. So you don't even, so like when it's being addressed by someone else, hey, we need to work on this situation, or this, like you're doing this and we need to know why, or you made me feel this way because you did this and we need to figure out why. It's like you don't even want to go there. It's like you're like, no. So maybe like the way this is an unresolved issue for you, and the fact that you don't want to really deal with it, or you're afraid to deal with it, you're fearful of dealing with it, avoidance behavior comes up. So maybe you're just not being really nice to the people who are trying to help you through this, and that's kind of what's coming through. Maybe you don't recognize it as help. Maybe you think that they're trying to give you advice, unwarranted advice. That's also coming through. So you might be snapping and being like, hey, who asked you, right? So yeah, maybe you're feeling sensitive about some unresolved issues someone's trying to help you through, and you're not real willing to work on it. So you might be being kind of like, get back, step back, like mind your business. So that's coming through. I think you need to fix or resolve the issue, honey. I think you need to face it. I think you need to figure out what it is. I think you might already know. That doesn't mean you have to work with others to resolve the issue. They may be bringing it to your attention. And it makes you mad that they bring it to your attention because you don't want to go there, but you need to. So my advice to you is to embrace the issue, focus, change, release, and move on. Okay? Don't take out your anger on the people around you if they're just trying to help you. But you can also ask them not to help you. You can also say, I'm aware that this situation is taking place, and I didn't ask for your help. So let me go through this on my own. Let me deal with this on my own. Let me handle this on my own. Thank you for bring it to my awareness. Now step back and mind your business and let me handle this on my own. But just resolve it. All right. Let me get him an ending. Let me get you an ending. Ascension. This is okay. Ascension. Your soul is evolving to higher states of consciousness, and you're ready for this. Okay. So you're not going to be able to ascend unless you get this resolved, unless you address this. Subconscious fears of something subconscious that affects your decisions and your feelings, something you don't even like to talk about. And when other people bring it up, you shut them down. This is causing a blockage. Okay. This will definitely slow down your ascension process. All right. Okay. I hope that helped you, Mr. Dean Mack. I feel like I have a whole Mack family. I feel like we have a whole Mac family in the group today. We've got like 3 Macs. If that's the case, and I got a whole family to come visit me all at once, that's amazing. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm so far behind the chat. I love coming afterwards, though, and reading the chat. Okay, well, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and call it because we are at 2:30, which means I've been on here for 2.5 hours reading. I love it, though. I love coming and bringing people awareness of the shadow work that needs to get done. I feel fully 100% like I embraced my purpose today, and spirit is coming through right now to tell me I did a good job. This needs to continue. We need to work on shadow work, and I'll be back here again in 2 days. I'll be back here again on Friday, and we're going to do this again. I'm not going to pull numbers. I'm just going to read who spirit tells me to read, and I'm going to go down the list, and that's what I'm going to do. All right, guys. Thank you guys so much for being patient with me, though, for missing last Friday and being a day late on today's. And thank you for putting up with my weird issues with my plug-in. My computer tried to die on me. Thank you guys so much for trusting me with your energy and coming here and allowing me to do my work. And thank you guys so much for coming together with me on this amazing platform. I love us. I love our group. I love us so much. I'll see you guys in 2 days, okay? Come back at noon on Friday, and maybe we'll sit here for another 2.5 hours. I wouldn't mind. All right, guys. Have a beautiful day. Wrapping you all in loving high vibrations, and blessed be. Bye, guys.